Chapter 13, 45. Worsening Situation, Fang Yuan Moves. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. The morning sun rose into the sky. It was dawn. The air was still moist and damp. Two Hao Clan Gu immortals stood above the clouds, looking down at the canyon below them. Golden Cloud Canyon. This canyon was filled with mist. At night, the mist would obscure vision and had no special trait. But when the sun rises and sunlight shines into the canyon, the mist would give out sharp golden light. These fragments of gold light were not glaring. The mist filled this golden canyon, making it grand and imposing. This is Golden Cloud Canyon. It produces metal path and cloud path resources. Long ago, Wu Clan had taken it away from us forcefully. A Hu Clan Gu immortal sighed, but now it is time to take back our assets. The other Hao Clan Gu immortal nodded, a faint light shining from his body. The light lasted for a few breaths of time. After it faded, his appearance had changed. He now resembled a famous expert in the demonic path. The Hu Clan Gu immortal beside him nodded before rushing down towards Golden Cloud Canyon silently. Golden Cloud Canyon was originally defended by a Wu Clan Gu immortal, but because of Wu Yong's disappearance, Fang Yuan had ordered everyone to return to Wu Clan's headquarters. This news could be concealed for a while, but it was eventually noticed by everyone. However, Hu Clan was a righteous path force. They could not attack directly. There were righteous path rules, thus Hu Clan needed an excuse. Therefore, they said that they were pursuing a demonic path, Gu immortal, and charged into Golden Cloud Canyon openly. Once they took down Golden Cloud Canyon and established that fact, it will not be easy for Wu Clan to reclaim Golden Cloud Canyon. By then, Hu Clan can come up with lots of excuses, like we helped Wu Clan defend Golden Cloud Canyon. We want some compensation. It would be a problem for Wu Clan. Coming up with excuses was the greatest ability of righteous path forces. Unless Wu Clan had superior battle strength and forced Hu Clan to back off. The demonic path expert that the Hu Clan Gu immortal transformed into flew towards the golden mist like a huge bird. Sensing his aura, the mist inside Golden Cloud Canyon changed. Metallic sounds could be heard from it, causing vibrations in the eardrums. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. At the next moment, countless blades, spears, swords, halberds, in the form of golden phantoms, shot out endlessly. Even though the Wu Clan Gu immortal left, the resource point's Gu formation was still around. At this moment, it was activated automatically, defending itself. The gaze of the Hu Clan Gu immortal was stern. He called out as a strong blade chi shot down, slicing sharply. Everywhere it went, space shattered. Winds were moving rapidly. Evidently, Hao Clan came prepared. He used Blade Chi Immortal Gu. Wu Clan's Gu formation was just a mortal Gu formation. How could it match a rank 7 Gu immortal? Not only did the countless golden phantoms shatter, even the Gu formation was completely destroyed from one attack. At once, the golden mist in the canyon was split in the middle. A large amount of the golden mist parted as the canyon's true appearance was exposed. The two Gu immortals from Ho Clan had heated gazes. "Demonic path, scoundrel! Where are you going?" one of the Hu Clan Gu immortals shouted as he charged ahead. A purple waterfall descended like a mist. It was 180 feet tall. Poisonous Waterfall. On a mountain close to this waterfall, there was a mortal village that Wu Clan specially arranged. Die, die! A large group of mortal Gu masters charged into the mountain. Wu Clan's Gu masters retreated. They were at their final line of defense. Wu Clan's leader, a rank 4 Gu master, stood at the crossroad as he shouted at his enemies. "Your Yang clan is really despicable. You actually assaulted our Wu Clan. We have been putting up with you for a long time. You have been too overbearing in occupying this place. My father and mother just wanted a Gu worm to cure their poison, but they actually died in this mountain. Today we will settle the score." The leading Yang clan Gu master was still quite young. He charged into the mountain with rage and hatred. Damn it! Wu Clan's Gu masters were in a defensive location, but Yang clan came prepared. They had great numbers. Wu clan's Gu masters were bound to lose. They could only escape from a secret cave. Yang clan's Gu masters defeated Wu clan. They cheered in the rubble of the village. Above the clouds, the Yang clan Gu immortals, watching this, expressed joy on their faces. This was the area where Yang clan and Wu clan bordered. Yang clan had been planning for a long time, sending a group of Yang clan mortals here, and allowed them to live here, causing conflict to occur between them and Wu clan. Because of this excuse, Yang clan could invade and occupy Wu clan's territory openly now. With the righteous path's rules, these were just mortal conflicts. Unless Gu immortal seeds were killed, there were no consequences. Poisonous Waterfall was just an ordinary mortal resource point. It produced some mortal poison path Gu. It was not important to Gu immortals. But once this opening was made, from now on, Yang clan only needed to move forward to reach their destination, the truly valuable Corpse Mountain. Rumble. River water raged like thunder, resounding in the ears of a Yao clan Gu immortal. He stood at the peak of Corpse Emperor Yudingtian, looking at the raging Red River. Not far from here, two rivers were connected, Red Dragon River and Yellow Dragon River. These two rivers merged together, forming a huge whirlpool that created great waves. It was extremely dangerous. Southern Border's three rivers were not simple, be it Red Dragon River, Yellow Dragon River, or Jade Dragon River. Spirit springs would form in these rivers sometimes, and these spirit springs would be mixed in the river water. Once they were washed away, the river water would be full of natural essence, allowing more Gu materials to be created. Corpse Emperor Yudingtian. This was a very special mountain. During ancient times, a Southern Border rank 8 Gu immortal had turned into a zombie and fought against the combined forces of many superclans. After the rank 8 immortal zombie died, this place became a wasteland. It had no value. But to think that as time passed gradually on the mangled corpse of this rank 8 immortal zombie, due to the nourishment of the natural essence from the river, along with the aquatic plants in the river that rooted themselves, this place turned into a corpse mountain. This corpse mountain was thousands of feet tall. There were large numbers of zombies living in it, and it produced transformation path zombie Gu, as well as chi path zombie Chi Gu. Before the headquarters of Southern Border's Zombie Alliance was exposed, they had targeted this precious area and wanted to pay a high price to buy it from Wu clan to make it their headquarters. But Wu clan rejected them. Zombie Alliance did not get it, but now this belongs to my Yao clan. The Yao clan Gu immortal was very excited. He looked afar, away from the river and towards the shore. That was Wu clan's territory. After taking over this Corpse Emperor Yudingtian, Wu clan's territory east of Red Dragon River and north of Yellow Dragon River would be completely lost. Yao clan took down Corpse Emperor Yudingtian. This was like a bridgehead. They could finally start going after Wu clan's other territories. News that Wu Yong had died spread out of nowhere. After getting such news, several super forces colluded secretly. Thus, they did not act alone this time. Yao clan, Yang clan, and Hu clan, they were just three of these clans. Wu clan's headquarters were in chaos. Damn it! These three clans are simply too daring. We lost 3 resources at once, especially Corpse Emperor Yudingtian. This is a huge loss. In the past, Wu clan from top to bottom spent such effort and a huge price to obtain it. Retaliate! We need to retaliate. We have our immortal Gu houses. What are we afraid of? Wu clan's Gu immortals bellowed in anxiety. Some were arguing endlessly. Some raised their arms in objection. Some were remaining silent. More than 10 days had passed since Wu Yong went missing. It was unknown whether he was dead or alive. Wu clan had been trying to conceal this information, but like Wu Bachong had guessed, the mastermind had already spread news of it. Initially, the super clans did not believe it. Because Fang Yuan had already expected this situation, he gave out a lot of false information to mislead others. But his actions were not normal. Super forces were not stupid. After some observation and probing, they finally acted. The moment they did, Wu clan went into a difficult spot. They lost a lot of territory. In the discussion hall, because Wu Yong was missing, The main seat was empty. Wu Bachong, who was second Supreme Elder, sat by the side. He was silent, quietly observing the surrounding Gu immortals' expressions. Even though he had a heavy heart, he felt a bit smug. Especially when he looked at Wu Chao, his lips could not help but curl up. Because Wu Chao was the Wu clan Gu immortal in charge of guarding Corpse Emperor Yudingchen. Once they lost that resource point, it was a huge loss to Wu Chao. Wu Chao was solemn and had a cold expression. Even though he sensed Wu Bachong's provocative gaze, he pretended not to be aware, sitting like a statue. "Stop arguing. Be quiet," Wu Bachong said. This time nobody rebuked him. The discussion hall quickly became silent. Wu Bachong was very pleased at this. Under the immortals' anxious gazes, he sighed. Such a huge matter happened to Wu clan, but we still cannot make a decision. Let's ask Lord Wu Yihai to make his decision. Wu Chao frowned. The other Wu clan? Gu immortals looked at each other. Some were unhappy with Fang Yuan, grumbling. Such a huge matter happened to our clan, but Lord Wu Yihai is still staying inside the Super Gu formation. I heard that Fairy Silu went there more than 10 days ago. I also heard that there is a Lady White Rabbit. The Gu immortal who said this had vile intentions. Wu Chao frowned even deeper now. He wanted to speak up for Fang Yuan, but he was in a dangerous state himself. He hesitated and did not speak. Wu clan's letter soon got to Fang Yuan. Such a thing had happened. Fang Yuan was not surprised. He expected it. It seems that I cannot stay here anymore. Fang Yuan looked at the dream realm, sighing deeply. These last days he wanted to continue exploring dream realms. But his luck was bad. He kept getting those absurd dream realms. There was no way to explore it.